Okay, there's times when you've got a very sensitive area on your foot and you want to take pressure off that, and to do that you could do this unloading tape. And you're going to need 2 strips. I don't know if you're going to be able to see very good. So we find a painful spot. Let's say it's painful right here. We lay that down there. And then we want to imagine how much tape it's going to be to wrap around the same amount. So I'm going to need about this much. And then I'm folding it back. Hopefully it doesn't stick to itself. And then I want less. I want about 2/3 of that or 3/4 on the next strip. Okay, so I'm going to put this opposite. And then what I do is, this is the real tricky part here. If I just lay these tapes down, then I'm basically doing nothing. I need to pull them together. First I've got to measure the length to see if I've got enough overlap. Now I'm going to make this one a bit shorter. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pull them together to create like a teepee or a little tent. So I'm putting tension. And I stick them together. And then as I sort of squeeze them together, it starts to bring the 2 ends of the secured tape together, and it creates tension over the painful area. And then I lay this down on the side of my foot. Have a look on the side here. So I laid that down there, and that sort of closes the tape. So now this would be useful if you did this and you had less pain walking or running. If it didn't make the pain less or it made it worse, then just take it off. Alright. So that is an unloading tape. The other time we use that is for the fat pad on the foot. So what I do is I want to have an anchor. So this is for a bruised heel and for some versions of plantar fasciitis. Alright? So instead of taping it that way, I'm going to tape it. I'm going to find the most painful spot. There it is right there. And I'm going to lay that down so that this central part of that tape is going to go over it. And then I'm going to try and predict how much tape I need to wrap all the way over to this part on the other side. Lay that back. So I'm going to lay that on the opposite side. Okay, so I'm pulling them. Got them? And then as I stick them together, that shortens the distance between the 2 attachment points, giving some tension. And then when I walk and put pressure on this, I've kind of got support for my fat pad. Some of you will like that. Sometimes we do that, one here and one here if the whole heel hurts. Then we would finish that with an anchor so it doesn't peel off in the sock.